Hey everybody, welcome again to Breakfast with Bob. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're at Challenge Daytona in the PTO 2020 Championship. Brought to you by Captiva Spine, John Hall Chevrolet, USA Triathlon Foundation Risk Partners, and of course the PTO, the Pro Triathletes Organization. Our next guest from Great Britain, Fenella Langridge, ranked number 49 in the PTO rankings right now. How are you?
I'm really well. I'm so happy to be here, and it feels safe, and it's a spectacular event.
It's pretty fun, huh?
I know.
So talk about, you just got off the track. How fun was that?
It was pretty epic. Just the speed, and you could almost feel like the atmosphere, and it's a shame that the crowds aren't going to be full, but it's a one-of-a-kind race, and this weekend is going to be like nothing else.
Like nothing else. And you're going to, the production crew is from NASCAR, and the TV show is going to be spectacular. So this is going to be bringing something brand new to the sport of triathlon.
I know. I've never been in an event like it, so I'm so glad I got the opportunity to be here.
It's very cool. And so you went to the Outlaw race, right?
Yeah, this year.
And so I think PTO put up some prize money there.
Yeah, they did, which was a real draw to some of the strong GB girls.
Yes. So give me your background a little bit. So were you into sport growing up?
Yeah, I'm from a sporty family. I've always been outgoing. I walked everywhere as a kid, like to school or to the shops, and I did all sports, so swimming, hockey, gymnastics. And I just loved everything. Yeah, anything. Get my teeth stuck into it. Just whatever. Just if you said, "Oh, would you come play netball today?" Yeah, okay, I'll come play netball today.
I'll go do that.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I'll be all right. But yeah, I just really enjoyed it, and then I never think I saw it as like a career opportunity until I actually got to university, when I was like amongst other professional athletes, and I saw it as a career and a progression, and I thought, I like sport enough, I enjoy it, and these other guys are doing it, why can't I do it?
Exactly. Yeah. So where were you at, and what athletes did you meet?
So I was based in Cardiff, at Cardiff Met, and so they've got a lot of athletics-based athletes, and at the time I was playing hockey, but then I moved into triathlon and did a lot of S&C, but just the atmosphere and the enthusiasm by all the guys working there, and their work ethic, and just the enjoyment of it. And
pretty fun.
Cardiff just is a great city for sport. So
when did you do your first triathlon, and how'd you do?
My first one, I did do some ones when I was very little, but I can't really remember what I did. I wouldn't really say they were proper triathlons. So my first one properly was in my third year at university, when I did Bucks, which is like the British University Championships. I did okay. I don't think it was a pool-based swim, and then we cycled outside just on a road bike, and then run around some fields. Right. I think I came 15th. Other people might be able to look back, but I guess from there I was hooked, and it's a really good standard in the UK. And some of the other girls that I was racing at, you see now racing on the ITU circuit, or racing in these, or professionally. So to then come on to where I am now I remember I couldn't even jump on my bike at that point. I couldn't
figure out how to get on it. Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing?
Falling over.
Like my hat, goggles, I swim in this, and then I have to run in it? Oh.
That's so funny. So, but in 2017, fifth at the ETU Triathlon Euro Cup. So, all of a sudden, you're starting to do well.
Yeah.
Was there one race where you felt that, okay, I think I can be really good at this?
I think it was my second or third year doing triathlon. I went into the European Cups. I had a solid season. So, I think fifth was my best result. I was front pack swim. I cycled really well, and my run was never quite there, but at that time I was still working part-time, so I've never had that opportunity to really devote to the training. And if you're spending that much time on your feet, just working in cafes or shops and stuff like that, I don't think I could. Don't think I would have made it to get to the next level if I carried on working.
So you went full time.
Yeah,
that's pretty risky.
Yeah, it
right?
was. It was really risky, and it took a lot of courage for us to say that's what we wanted to do.
Right.
To financially do it, to emotionally do it, because it meant we had to move away from Cardiff. But yeah, and it was a hard decision, but I think at the time it was a really, really hard decision, but now looking back, it was the best decision we ever made.
Right. So I look at 2018, you had 3 podiums and your first win at 70.3 Edinburgh. So that win, I'm assuming, because it was in the UK. Yeah. How cool was that?
It was amazing. So Edinburgh's in Scotland, and it's renowned for being freezing.
Always.
So
right? Yeah.
The swim was cold and it did get shortened, but it was the most beautiful day. The sun was out. We got to run around Arthur's Seat, and it was a great day, and the crowds were there, and people playing drums, playing music, and then I got to stay up there, and we had quite a few of our athletes there as well supporting, or people we knew, so it really did make it a special day, and for your first win, it's no better place than on home soil.
Exactly. So when this year, when everything pretty much gets shut down, how important has the PTO become? Because it's like people knew about the PTO before, but I don't think they knew the scope of it, that they're talking maternity leave, they're talking about funding other, like the outlaw race that you went to do. How important do you think that has been for a lot of the pros?
I think if the PTO weren't around and having this push and this enthusiasm, I think quite a lot of pros would have had to step away from the sport.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have seen it as a potential career as of the scope that it could be. And I don't think other people from outside would understand how it's not got the same level as maybe your footballs or your golfs or your tennis, and we're not on the same kind of financial strength that they are, but we can be, because we're just as exciting. We've got just as many enthusiastic, amazing characters in the sport to really bring it alive, and the PTO's given us that opportunity to really like show that and illustrate it and show the rest of the world that triathlon is better, or one of the best sports, and it needs to be.
No question. Now, what are your goals for 2021, assuming that we're actually have races and stuff?
So it'll be to race, I guess as a Brit or as a racer. I like to race the best, so wherever those races are, I want to be there. So be at the Collins Cup, World Championships, hopefully do my first full Ironman.
You haven't gone to full yet?
Yeah, no, not yet. Still a young spring chicken, so this year I hope to go to do my first full.
And then eventually you want to get to Kona as well.
Yeah, that would be the icing on the cake.
I love it. Well, hopefully we'll get to do this again.
Yeah,
hopefully later this October we'll get to chat over at Huggos on the Rocks and talk a little bit about how you're planning to do your first one.
Yeah.
But in between, you'll be doing Collins Cup, hopefully.
Yep, Collins Cup, all the races.
Best of luck this weekend, and you're getting the race, all the ITU guys. I mean, have you been in a race with this type of field before?
No, never. No. No, I went to World Championships in South Africa, so that was probably the highest ranking race I've done, but since then I haven't been able to race this kind of caliber of athletes all together, and I don't think we're ever going to get a race like this ever again. So it's such an opportunity to be here, to be racing.
Make a name for yourself.
Yeah. You got to be here to win it. So.
Fenella, thank you so much for taking time, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, again, this is Breakfast with Bob. My name is Bob Babbitt. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.